Hello, welcome to February's Waltham Abbey Green video news. I know I need a haircut. I'm on the cusp of a quite nasty cold and the sun's out. So, you know, it's not bad really, is it? I suppose, as usual, we should start off with buses, but unusually there's some really good news, which as we had the meeting with the County Council a couple of weeks ago, they seem to be up for subsidising a couple of late evening bus services along what is pretty much the old 250 route. The current 266 route. They'd leave Waltham Cross at about 10:15 and 11:15, do the route through Waltham Abbey, Upshire, Honey Lane, all that, around Ninefields up to Loughton, and then head back from Debden probably around about 11:15 and 12:15. So, I think that would be very good, but we need to demonstrate to the County Council that people are going to use the buses. To that end, there's a survey being set up online on the Epping Forest Transport Action Group website, on whose behalf I'm doing this, and there are posters on bus stops with a email address or website address and little QR code that you can beep your phone at. And I've left posters on some of the bus stops, and I've left posters in a few pubs, and sorry, these are the posters in question. See, visual aids, wow. And there's some of these little paper surveys, paper versions of the surveys in some of the pubs. These I know are in the Crown in Waltham Abbey, Romelands. They're in they're in the Last Post in Loughton, and they're in the Hollybush in Loughton. Well, I left them there. I assume they're available. So if you're in there, please fill one of these in and return it to a member of staff in the venue, and I'll be around to pick them up probably this coming Saturday, which is only a couple of days away. The reason I'll be there this Saturday is because there's an Epping Forest Transport Action Group meeting in the Last Post in Loughton from 1 o'clock till 3, mostly focused on cycling, but we'll cover buses and public transport more widely as well. Please get along if you can. As you know, I recently contacted Lee Valley about disabled car parking in the Gunpowder Mills car park and the Abbey car park. At present, everybody pays £2.50 half an hour if they're disabled or not. So I've asked if they could extend the free parking for blue badge holders for an extra hour to allow for the amount of time it takes people to get in and out of their vehicles, particularly wheelchair users, and get ready to go and enjoy our parks. I did hear back from Lee Valley, but they've got to sort of raise it before committees and stuff, so it's going to take a while to get a proper response from them, but they are looking into it, so that's positive. I've been contacted about heavy vehicles using Broomstick Hall Road. From the photos I've seen, it does seem like there are some disproportionately heavy vehicles using that road, and you know, that road's busy enough as it is. It's difficult enough for the buses to get past. It was never designed for this sort of thing, so yeah, I'm looking into that, waiting to hear back from the people that have raised it with me. Waste and recycling. I contacted Councillor Will Breer Hall, who's the district councillor with responsibility for such things, the environment remit, basically. I'm told he's a jolly good egg, and yeah, he's going to raise it. He's going to raise my suggestion of having permits for domestic vehicles, so domestic users with commercial type vehicles, so for example trailers and vans, because at the moment you can't use them at the Waltham Abbey tip whatsoever. So yeah, I've raised that, and he's going to liaise with the County Council to see if anything can be done. Litter picking, yes, litter picking. We've set up the Waltham Abbey litter picking posse. Yes, that's been set up. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on the Campaign for All England website. We're currently getting things together to do our first litter pick. Not sure when it will be. If you're on Facebook, pop by the Facebook group and let us know. You know, join in. Let us know when you think you can do it. Saturdays are in the lead so far by a substantial margin. It'd be nice to get something sorted for the big British Spring Clean, but that's coming up in about one weekend's time, so it's pushing it a bit, but we'll see. Other news, bit of green news. Firstly, please join us, because there aren't many of us and we do quite a lot of good stuff, so if you join us, that would be brilliant. Secondly, sign up to my local Waltham Abbey Green Party newsletter, which I'll put a link in below as usual. All the links will be below. Jonathan Bartley, co-leader of the Green Party, went to Buckhurst Hill a couple of weeks ago, chatted about the step-free access that Stephen Neville's got into Buckhurst Hill Station. I personally hadn't realised how much of a benefit that will be for the local businesses, as people will be able to get straight from the businesses straight to the second ticket office. But of course those businesses are under threat from the local plan. Jonathan spoke about that as well, chatting to a few local businesses, going around with Steve Neville. And, you know, the importance of those little businesses on Lower Queen's Road to the community can't be overstated. You know, people have been using the laundrette for 20, 30 years. It was a good day. It was nice to have Jonathan down, and hopefully we can help get Stephen re-elected, because I thought of losing Stephen in Buckhurst Hill East to another Tory. Ooh, no. Newsletters. I've delivered the best part. I found 5,000 of these around bits of Waltham Abbey, Waltham Abbey South West, Waltham Abbey North East, and quite a lot of Paternoster. I've had a lot of support, actually. Not going out and leafleting, but I've had a few phone calls from people from the contact details there who have got in touch and thanked me for bits and bobs. Thank you. That really does mean so much. You know, you can feel like you're just doing things in a void, and to have people get in touch and say thank you for doing stuff, that really does mean a lot. Anyway, I think that could be about it. Please get involved if you can. I've got Waltham Abbey Green Drinks that I'm hosting tonight in the Crown. Probably being in gone by the time you see this, but that's at 7 o'clock in the Crown. We might stick around for the pub quiz at 9, so I'm not feeling too well. I'll try not to cough on you. Yeah, so thank you very much. See you next month, if not before. Probably before.